AI washing is a corporate strategy where companies publicly blame artificial intelligence for workforce reductions that are actually driven by pandemic-era overhiring and investor demands for higher margins. This deliberate reframing misleads workers and investors about the true state of the labor market and a company's actual AI readiness. Independent research confirms that even when corporate press releases are taken at face value, less than 5% of total announced job cuts are explicitly attributed to AI. This chart shows the verified drivers of recent tech layoffs. 45% stem from pandemic overhiring corrections, 20% from margin pressure, 15% from strategic restructuring, and 10% from investor demands. Genuine AI displacement is the smallest slice at just 5%. Analysts have noted an inverse relationship. The companies using the loudest AI rhetoric during layoffs are typically those under the most severe financial pressure, not those with the most mature AI systems. The macro data suggests the "AI took my job" narrative is predominantly an investor-friendly cover story for correcting past management errors. AI washing is characterized by vague technological claims, workforce cuts perfectly timed with earnings reports, and a recent history of aggressive overhiring. Genuine AI displacement looks different. It involves named operational systems, verifiable productivity metrics, and the automation of high-volume, standardized tasks. One digital payments company slashed half its staff, citing vague intelligence tools after tripling its headcount in 4 years. Contrast that with a fintech firm that documented an AI system actively performing the work of hundreds of agents. Genuine displacement is currently narrow, concentrated in customer service operations, content translation, and repetitive back-office data entry. If a company cannot point to a specific deployed AI system currently performing the eliminated work, it is likely executing a financial pivot, not a technological one. In most knowledge work, AI is an augmentation tool, providing a 20 to 40% productivity boost, but it still requires human judgment and oversight. When companies cut staff for theoretical AI capabilities, they often enter a rebuild risk cycle. AI deployment timelines slip, immediate capability gaps emerge, and service quality drops. This leads to plummeting institutional trust and the eventual forced rehiring of specialized talent at a significant premium. By faking AI readiness to appease short-term investors, companies can destroy the organizational capacity needed to actually build and deploy real AI in the future. Today's narrow displacement in customer support is the floor, not the ceiling. As multimodal and agentic systems move from research to deployment, the capability curve is steepening toward more widespread displacement. But crying wolf today erodes the trust needed for those real transitions. Employees must look for verifiable deployment over rhetoric. Investors must demand proof of operational systems. And corporate leaders should default to absolute transparency about the drivers of workforce change. Rebuilding organizational trust takes years. Profit margins can be moved in a single quarter.